President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden are racing to drive out the votes of Americans, not among the more than 91 million who already cast early ballots as an election that started months before the pandemic and then was defined by it, heads into its final, frantic hours. Tuesday's moment of destiny, and what could turn into a prolonged count owing to the crush of mail-in votes, will decide whether Americans reject Trump after a single term or re-up for 4 more years of his brazen presidency. It will unfold as the novel coronavirus emergency surges out of control all over the nation in the wake of record daily infection rates and with the number of deaths climbing toward 1,000 per day. The president on Sunday night hinted that he could seek to dismiss Dr. Anthony Fauci after the election, after rejecting the admired infectious diseases specialist's science-based recommendations on the pandemic. Biden will campaign Monday in Ohio, a late addition to his target list, and Pennsylvania, the state of his birth, that could be the tipping point if the election is close. Trump will mount a hectic trip aboard Air Force One through North Carolina, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania in a last-ditch effort to save states he won 4 years ago and block Biden's route to the White House. Biden argues that Trump's denial and neglect of a pandemic that has killed more than 230,000 Americans and is getting worse by the day should deny the president re-election. The truth is, to beat the virus, we first got to beat Donald Trump. He is the virus, Biden said in Philadelphia on Sunday. The Democratic nominee heads into the final day of campaigning with the big lead in national polls and ahead in sufficient swing states to allow multiple routes to the 270 electoral votes needed to win the White House, including through the Sun Belt and the Midwest. "We feel very confident about our pathways to victory," Biden senior advisor Anita Dunn told Jake Tapper on CNN's State of the Union on Sunday. Biden is hoping that wins in states like Arizona, Florida, Georgia, or North Carolina could send an early signal on Tuesday night that he is heading for victory. Counting in Midwestern battlegrounds like Michigan and Wisconsin, where he is expecting to do well, could take longer and lead to the kind of disputed outcome that the president is threatening. Trump has already tried to discredit mail-in ballots, which take longer to count, while Republicans in Texas, so far without success, have been trying to invalidate ballots cast at drive-through sites in the Houston area. Trump, while trailing Biden, also has a clear, if narrower, chance to get to 270 electoral votes that relies on him sweeping through a swath of battlegrounds he won 4 years ago with what his campaign promises will be a huge election day turnout. The president cannot afford to drop states like Florida, Georgia, or North Carolina, and then must battle Biden in the Midwest, the decisive territory in his victory over Hillary Clinton, where he is struggling by comparison 4 years later. Still, the president is within striking distance in some swing state polls, and Democrats are haunted by the idea that he could yet again defy expectations and pull off a stunning election day comeback. Please like and subscribe this channel for more new update news.